On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
So we collect guns. The hunting is fun. So when we talk about people that have a whole lot of guns, it's not that we're doing it to just protect ourselves. It's fun. Guns, shooting, going to the gun range, going hunting, these are hobbies. And when you go out to rural areas, I'm in a rural area here outside of Nashville. Everyone has guns. You'll hear guns shooting. It's just because I live by, there's woods. And so I don't feel like, oh, they shoot somebody getting robbed. I already know someone's over there hunting deer. But I feel safe. These people over here where I live don't, doors unlocked. It's no, because everyone carries. Because we know how to shoot and no one's gonna run in nobody's house because we have guns, but we actively shoot all the time. It's not I'm just carrying in my side or in my car just in case a nigga want a trip. No, we going out shooting just because we're stressed.
Everybody owns at least 5 weapons.
That's true. Maybe
and
the country where people are really spread out and they're not like really.
No, baby, just listen to what I'm saying without trying to goddamn back up for Chicago. I'm telling you, the areas in America that it's lock and loaded, they has the least amount of violence. If you look in the cities, in these areas where you have the highest amount of violence, it's the least amount of guns.
Wait.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Because I do want to speak on Chicago in particular, because when Chicago became a legal state, we are just now starting to see people like situations. We don't hear everything, as motherfuckers getting killed like left and right, but we are starting to hear cases where somebody run up on somebody and they'll shoot back, and we find out that they had a concealed carry. So we haven't really had that impact that most states have already had it, that was adopted, that was put into effect a long time ago. But there are people that a lot of guns in Chicago, and these motherfuckers are just killing. They're just killing, they're killing. But what I'm hoping to see, and again, I don't condone violence at all, but I do believe that in areas, well, you just got to protect yourself. You just never know. Because somebody run up in your house and you can't protect your house, then I do understand where it's like, man, I should have went on ahead and purchased that gun just to protect my house. You don't want to use it as anti-say. Right. That's the last resort. But I'd rather be prepared than not be prepared. But in Chicago, in particular, I can, me being, I understand. We just now hearing people when somebody shoots back, they had a concealed carry. They're real quick to say that they had a concealed carry.
But the problem with this whole conversation, that additional information, right, is that we don't know what we don't know. So, for example, when they say the most dangerous city in America or the most dangerous cities, right, it's not based off of how much crime, how much violent crime is committed. It's committed per capita. So, according to per 1,000 people in a specific area, and then they divide that up. So, for example, if you got New York, and New York got 8 million people in there, right? And then you go over to Detroit, and Detroit got 1 million or 750,000 people in there. But New York has more murders. But then at the same time, per 1,000 people, Detroit or Chicago has more violent crimes. You start to add additional context into the conversation, and then it paints a better picture. So we don't know what we don't know, because how can you truly tell how many guns is in one specific area? And then when you take into consideration the social economic status, right? How many jobs? Like Kay said, when things are spread out, smaller towns, people tend to know each other. It's so many other factors that you'd have to throw into that conversation in order to be able to substantiate that argument.
No, you don't. I'm telling you, it's insane. Because we know that these little dirty trap boys be passing these dirty guns around to each other. We know this occur. So it's not that they have a maximum amount of guns. It's just that they have the maximum amount of crime. I'm telling you, I don't know why this is even an argument. Everybody that I know that's in my area at least have 10 guns.
And again, hold on. And again, Elijah, the key words that you said is in your area. Correct. And so like what we're saying, listen. in Texas, you have people in the dealership. They're not supposed to. That would tell you. I could tell you in here, mostly everybody in here packing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not legal, but that's just the norm. It's not the norm for people to be at work with guns. So Chicago is just now starting to experience having a little bit gunplay. And they still,
but see, people trying to turn it. They trying to turn to something different. I'm telling you, listen to the facts. It's not about legal gun versus illegal guns. I'm just talking about guns across the board. Period.
It was a lot of people scared to have guns, and even to protect themselves. They can't protect themselves. They can't lower crime if they can't protect themselves, because if they're riding around illegally with a gun, they're gonna get pulled over.
No, I'm not saying whether or not they should have it. I'm saying the least amount of guns we find, because if people say guns are the problem, right?
Sure.
Then why in areas that has the most guns see the least amount of violence?
I don't think that gun. Hold on, Quest. I don't think guns are the problem.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
I don't think guns are the problem. What I'm saying is that Chicago, in particular, because I only speak on Chicago, hasn't caught up to the example that you're giving. Chicago, in particular, haven't caught up. We are starting to hear stories right now where 5 years from now, everybody might have a concealed carry. You got to think, we just coming out of a pandemic. It's a lot of people that applied for concealed carry that took months for them to even get that concealed carry, so they can't protect. And if they out here riding around, police pull them over, they're gonna get a gun case, or they're gonna go to court for it. So once it catch up, once it becomes the norm, I can see what you're saying working. But you go to the state of Texas.
It's not that I'm saying something ain't working. Have anybody on this panel ever been to West Virginia?
Yes, I have.
Well,
okay, if you've been to West Virginia, no matter where you go in West Virginia, you see dudes packing, you see dudes with guns on their back, you see guns everywhere. And then they have absolute, I ain't gonna say absolutely
How do you know who has the most guns?
In West Virginia that is as densely populated as NYC or Chicago?
Oh my fucking God. You know, y'all got
yes or no?
No, Logic, no.
I think
yes or no?
Was no, but
okay. I think that is a difference.
It has a point, but I think what
every other variant.
Wait.
We got to do one at a time so they can hear us, y'all. We got to do one at a time so they can hear us.
I haven't spoken.
And Courtney haven't talked, so
thank you. I am all for the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Point blank, period. I think the difference that Mr. Logic is maybe not pointing out is that being a Southern girl, and when we have guns, it's not just for protection. We actually enjoy guns. We go to shoot. I've said this before that when I go out on dates, the dates are at gun ranges. So we collect guns. The hunting is fun. So when we talk about people that have a whole lot of guns, it's not that we're doing it to just protect ourselves. It's fun. Guns, shooting, going to the gun range, going hunting, these are hobbies. And when you go out to rural areas, I'm in a rural area here outside of Nashville. Everyone has guns. You'll hear guns shooting. It's just because I live there's woods. And so I don't feel like, oh, they shoot somebody getting robbed. I already know someone's over there hunting deer. But I feel safe. These people over here where I live don't, doors unlocked. Because everyone carries. Because we know how to shoot, and no one's going to run in nobody's house because we have guns, but we actively shoot all the time. It's not I'm just carrying in my side or in my car just in case a nigga want a trip. No, we going out shooting just because we're stressed.